Yeah, Somké and the Fire Five. He was mentioned earlier tonight, and he's on the Fire Five. Lim Seong Tae versus Iron Jaw. We're starting things off at the OG Yard, and again, this guy came out with his team all the way from South Korea, and all these guys they put on and they showed out. And Lim Tae was no different. Um, this was an MMA match, and yeah, this match goes from 0 to 100 real quick. It starts off with a little feel out, and then these guys go straight to a war. We saw a great display of grappling, but in the end, it was the strikes that ends the match. Again, Street Beef's OG Yard, Lim Sung Tae versus Iron Jaw, fire fight. Yeah, Street Beef Scrapyard, you see it. If you're trying to look this fight up, you'll have to type in the title you see here. This is a fight between Baby Hippo and Dad. Baby Hippo was just mentioned, and he did not disappoint in this fight. We have the great Lights Out reffing. Thank you, champ. And this was a match between a dog and then a fighter with all heart. I mean, just it was a straight clash. This was a competitive back and forth. We got a lot of exchanges between the two. We got a lot of mix of high and low attacks, and it was very entertaining and very sportsmanlike between these two. Much respect between these two, but as I always say, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Street Beef Scrapyard, Baby Hippo versus Dad, firefight. Moving on. You see it. He was in the comments. Street Beast West Coast, we have Bricks versus El Bandido. This was a fire fight. This is a boxing masterclass, two technicians showing us technical work. Uh, as I just mentioned, though, cardio is key. Cardio is key. But we saw just about everything you want to see in a fire fight. I mean, we saw a lot of work coming off of the jab, feints, slips, combinations. Again, just a straight up firefight. Street Beats West Coast, Bricks versus El Bandido, firefight. Moving on. Yeah, we got Street Beef's Dirty South in the house. If you're trying to look this fight up, you're going to have to type in what you see on the screen here, ends with a head kick. Respect to both for stepping in. You have to type that in. This fight is between Texas versus Electric Boogaloo. They got the name a little bit off on the screen, but it's Texas versus Electric Boogaloo. We have the great Diesel reffing this fight from Street Beef's West Coast, and this is a kickboxing match. You see the timestamp. These men didn't waste no time. They got in there and they got to work. Chopping kicks to start off this match. We got a lot of mix of strikes, and then we got the phantom kick that ended it all. Street Beef's Dirty South, Texas versus Electric Boogaloo, firefight. And last but not least, we're going to swing on back to Street Beef's West Coast. You see it. Title match, The Maniac versus Mike 102. Yes, two, because this was a title match, but also a rematch. What can I say, man? This is a 5-round war between two gritty, battle-tested fighters. We had a clash of two different styles. And once more, we got to see pressure applied from one fighter, and then we got to see the tricky, the tricky intellect from the other fighter. A lot of back and forth momentum. This fight had everything you wanted to see. It was controversial. It was entertaining, and in the end, we got a crazy, violent finish. Street Beefs, West Coast, The Maniac versus Mike 102. Somké and the Fire Five.